I agree, and our conversations have stimulated me to write articles which have been published in various magazines, Skeptical Inquirer, and the American Atheist, among others. And I'm also working on a book. I haven't been quite as productive as you have as of yet, but hopefully the book will be coming out within the next few months.
So, why don't you tell our audience that what is our plan from now? Why we have decided to actually carry this debate to internet and open the debate to the world?
Well, I think we have probably several purposes. One of which is simply to model what a good conversation looks like between a Muslim and a humanist, between a theist and an atheist, to show how that can go well. The second is to display our views to the world and get feedback from others, and thereby to refine our ideas and our positions even more than we have so far. A third might be to show that everyone has beliefs that are common, and yet there are beliefs that are different at the same time. So we're trying to point out similarities and differences. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's really, I think that is a new stage in our debate. I personally think that will further enrich our discussion. I don't see this as just preaching the truth that we think we have. I think this is just seeking the truth with everyone around the world. So in this regard, I think the feedback from our audience, it will be very important, and we will try to address them in our following discussion. So, and that's why I will invite them to actively participate in our debate.
So are we ready to jump into our first issue?
Yes, I think we should again briefly mention about what is our plan, what we are supposed to do every week, what is our general guideline. Do you want to talk on this briefly?
Yeah, I think our intention is to produce a video and then post it on the internet. Right now our plan is to use YouTube, and then invite comment on the video, and then go to the next week and follow up on the issues that were raised in the first session. And there may be times when we get questions or comments from the audience that we'll want to discuss together.
Then we can have a Q&A a video perhaps, right?
Yeah,
just
we could do that. Yeah,
that would be interesting. But I think it took 2 weeks for us to really set up the rules of debate. So we're going to use the timer, right?
Yes. We have a timer here, often used in playing chess. And the timer is set to indicate when 3 minutes has expired. So each person will have a maximum of 3 minutes in which to speak. Now we may decide that we don't need a full 3 minutes. And when that is the case, we simply hit the button and the timer resets, and the other person then has his turn, which can last up to 3 minutes, but can last as little as a few seconds. It's just dependent upon the nature of the conversation that's going on. We've also agreed to speak in a civil and respectful manner to each other, try to talk clearly, try to get a good back and forth going on. Do you have anything else to add to that?
I think that those are good summary of the guideline for our discussion, and it seems like every week we are going to address a few questions, right? So we're going to have the kind of for every meeting we're going to have a few questions, and we'll try to actually have our debate around those questions.
Yes.
Try to really find the answer to those questions.
Yes.
So, and for this week, we're going to start with, do you want to share the question? With
Sure. The questions we're going to start working on today are the following. And we won't get to all these today, I'm sure, but over time we will. We're going to talk about what is the meaning of the word God, or what does God mean? What is God? Then, why do we think the existence of God is an important issue? How could we know of the existence or non-existence of God? I will ask Furkan, why do you think God exists? What are your reasons for that? Then I will tell what I think are the problems with your reasons. And then you'll ask me, why do I think God does not exist? And then you'll tell me what you think are the problems with my reasons. So our first question is, what is the meaning of the word God? In other words, what is God? And with that question, we're going to start to use our timer. So what I'm going to do is hit this button, which will reset the clock and give you 3 minutes to explain what you think God is.
Okay, ready? Okay. I'll say God, for me, in my understanding, is not an abstract concept. It's not like an abstract concept, or is not in this case just a first cause who sets the clock in, who is somehow on vacation. God, for me, in my understanding, has a certain attributes and is very much involved in everything, every moment. He is part of reality. He is the source of reality, and he is running the show. So, and in this case, what I see, there's the attributes of God that are necessary for me as a believer, which I think that is true for Christian, Jew, even for some other religion as well. And what I see, God is a person with infinite knowledge, with infinite power, with infinite mercy. Those are some, with life as well. He is alive. He has an infinite life, and he, in this case, basically, he is the supreme being that behind everything that we experience, that we observe in the universe. And he is the one. He cannot be two. That's why, in my understanding, there is no Muslim God or Christian God or Jews God. It's all same God. Because if God has infinite power, there cannot be actually two person with infinite power. So that's why, in my understanding, even if we name it differently, even if Muslim call Allah, Jew call differently, Christian call, let's say, Jesus, ultimately, it is same God. It is same God. So that's why I personally think that what I will present should be valid for the people of any religion who accept God as the supreme being, who is the creator of the universe and the creator of everything. So I know there are, in this case, different view in terms of the involvement of God in the universe, but in my understanding, God is actively involved in everything, every moment. He is all present. He is all seeing. He is, as I mentioned, running the show. So, and that's why for me, God is really everything in this regard.
Okay, let me see if I can summarize what you have said about your understanding of God. You think God is a person with infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite mercy, who is eternal and sees everything, who runs the show and is involved in everything that goes on from moment to moment, and is also the creator of the universe. I just have a few follow-up questions about that definition. You said God is all merciful. And I'd like for you to